In a quiet town tucked away from the chaos of the city, I lived with my wife, Emma. We'd been married 5 years, and our home reflected every bit of that time, full of warmth, memories, and the kind of laughter that only grows from knowing someone deeply. I worked as a software developer, spent most days in front of a screen solving problems, while Emma chased her dreams as an artist. We had our highs and lows, like any couple, but through it all, we stuck together. Lately, though, something had been nagging at me. It wasn't about us exactly, it was about the company she kept. One evening, Emma came bouncing into the kitchen, holding her phone. Guess what? Jess is throwing this huge party for her birthday next weekend. Everyone's going to be there. Her eyes lit up like they always did when she was excited. I forced a smile, but my stomach twisted a little. Sounds fun, I said, trying to keep my voice steady. But inside I was uneasy. I remembered the last party that group had thrown. Things got messy fast. A little too much alcohol, some questionable choices. It wasn't Emma's fault, but I didn't love the energy those nights brought out. Just, be careful, okay? I said. Last time, things got a little out of hand. She rolled her eyes playfully. Liam said, come on. I can handle myself. It's one night, I need this. Don't worry so much. I wanted to argue, but I knew it wouldn't help. So I nodded. All right, just promise me you'll be smart. That Saturday, while she got ready, I stayed home. I told myself it would be fine. I even tried to distract myself with a movie, but the hours dragged by. Every time my phone buzzed, I hoped it was her. But no messages came. Just silence. When she finally walked through the door after midnight, she was glowing, laughing, buzzing with energy. You wouldn't believe the way Jess danced, she giggled, tossing her shoes off. It was wild. I managed a smile. Sounds like you had fun. You should have come, she said, spinning a little before heading to the kitchen for water. I just nodded. But something inside me sank. It wasn't just worry, it was the feeling that my concerns hadn't mattered to her at all. The next morning, I got up early. The sun was out, but everything felt dim. I pulled on my hoodie and went for a walk, needing space to think. As I walked past the quiet streets and through the park, I kept replaying the conversation. I had spoken from a place of love, of care, and she'd brushed it off like it was nothing. When I got home, I didn't say much. I wasn't angry, just tired, disappointed. Hey, wanna grab brunch? She asked, cheerful as ever. I nodded but didn't answer. She frowned. Liam? You okay? I looked at her, then back at the book in my hands. Still said nothing. She tried again. Did I do something wrong? I didn't know how to explain it in that moment, so I let the silence speak for me. The day passed slowly. She kept trying, talking, joking, telling me stories from the party, but it all just felt like noise. And every time she laughed, it felt like she was farther away. Finally, she snapped. Seriously, what is going on? Why are you acting like this? I set the book down and met her eyes. Because you didn't listen. I asked you to be careful. I didn't want to control you, I just wanted to be heard. But you went, partied like nothing else mattered, and I'm just supposed to sit here pretending it's fine? She blinked. Wait, this is about the party? I wanted you to have fun. But I also wanted you to understand where I was coming from. Her face softened. Liam, I didn't realize you felt that strongly. I thought you were just being overly cautious. I didn't mean to ignore how you felt. I get that. But it hurt, I said simply. She came closer, her voice quiet now. I'm sorry. I didn't think about it that way. I just wanted a night to be myself with my friends. But you're right, I should have taken your feelings into account. I nodded, the tightness in my chest loosening a bit. I don't want to keep things bottled up like this. We have to talk about stuff. Honestly. Agreed, she said, reaching for my hand. No more brushing things off. I want us to be better. That night, we talked more openly than we had in weeks. She shared the fun parts of the party, this time with more care, and I shared the things that had been eating at me. It didn't fix everything all at once, but something shifted. After that, we made it a point to talk things through, not just what we were doing but how we felt. And whenever a party came up, Emma would glance my way, flash a little grin and say, I promise I'll be smart. And I'd smile back, grateful that we'd found our way back to listening to each other and to the love that held us together.